For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. John 3:16. I remember feeling something special had happened the first time I recited those words from memory. I was 8 years old. I was attending vacation Bible school at Capitol Hill Baptist Church in Oklahoma City, and my heart felt warm and I was so happy. 2 years later, at my granny's church, Pilgrim Rest Baptist, in a tiny little town in southeastern Oklahoma, the Sunday service was closing and people were given the opportunity to come forward and accept Jesus as their Savior. I remember my heart pounding so hard and my mind shouting, "Go!" So I nervously walked toward the pastor and became a believer. 2 weeks later, I was baptized in Pine Creek Reservoir, where we walked down the boat ramp until the water was deep enough to perform the baptism. I felt such a sense of protection once the ceremony was completed. I believe the day I memorized John 3:16 was the day Jesus came into my heart. And I know that the commitment I made to Christ is what carried me through the ups and downs of life. Now, I would like to say that I continued to grow my relationship with God every moment from that day on, but my life choices didn't always include putting God first, or at times even acknowledging him on a daily basis. But the good news is, God didn't neglect me, and he waited for me to return to building a relationship with him. One of my favorite things I found when I came back to living my life for Christ was K-Love radio station, and now I am a K-Love superfan. And they play a song by Ann Wilson, which is so poignant in sharing the love and relationship Jesus offers. Are you past the point of weary? Is your burden weighing heavy? Is it all too much to carry? Let me tell you about my Jesus. He makes a way where there ain't no way, rises up from an empty grave. Ain't no sinner he can't save. His love is strong and his grace is free. And the good news is, I know that he can do for you what he's done for me. Let my Jesus change your life. Thankfully, my choices didn't dictate God's love for me. Thankfully, Jesus paid the price for my sins. Thankfully, God accepts me just as I am. And I know he will do that for you too.